Students, I'm taking class for the 3rd standard and mathematics is our topic. Last week we did till exercise 2.3. Today I'm going to take up exercise 2.4. Okay, so in this exercise what things you're going to learn that you see here. First thing is identify greater and smaller numbers. How would you identify greater and smaller numbers? If I ask you 4 is big or 5 is big, you will be able to tell 5. But when it is a 3-digit number which is new for you, how will you find out? Okay. So first thing you have to do is you have to check how many digits are there. Okay. So let's do that. In this 1, 2, 3, there are 3 digits here. In this one again 1, 2, 3. So if this number would have had only 2 digits, that means this will be smaller. Okay. Since both have 3 digits, that means now we have to see which one is smaller by seeing the first number. The first number here is 1, the first number here is 5. Now what you have to see, whether 1 is big or 5 is big. You all know, right? In the number line, 1 is big or 5 is big. 5 is a bigger number. So 5 to 1 is a greater number. Okay? And 1 to 5 is a smaller number when compared. When you compare these two numbers, 5 to 1 is greater, 1 to 5 is smaller. Now let's see next example. Okay, what I taught you to do, first you should see whether it is 2 digit or 3 digit. So let's count first. 1, 2, 3. This is 3 digit. This one 1, 2, 3. Again 3 digits. Okay, now let's see the first number. Okay, the first number here is 9 and the first number here also is 9. Now what you will do? Now both are equal. Now what you will do? You have to see the second number. Let's move on to the second number. The second number here is 9, but the second number here is 0. Which is big? 9 is big or 0 is big? Obviously you all know that 9 is a bigger number, right? So now you got to know that your 999 is bigger number when compared to 909. Okay? So what you have to do, first you have to see the number of digits, count it and see. If it is equal, then you see the first digit. If the first digits are also equal, you go to the second. If second is also equal, then you go to the third digit. And that is how you can find out which is greater, which is smaller. I hope you would have understood. Anybody has any doubts, you can definitely call me or WhatsApp me. Now underline greater number. What we are going to do here? Now here only we had 2 numbers. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, right? So now first let us see if every number has 1 digit, 2 digits or 3 digits. So we see here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now all these numbers have 3 digits. Now what we have to do? Let's see the first number. And here in the first number, all the first numbers are 8. So you cannot make a difference now. You will have to go and see the second number. What is the second number here? 1. The second number here is 0. The second number here is 1, 0, 1. When compared between 1 and 0, we know that zeros are smaller. So we have 2 numbers here. I'll underline. These 2 numbers have 0. So what we have to do now? We have to go to the third number in that 2 numbers only. The third number here is 1. The third number here is 9. 1 is big or 9 is big? 9 is big. Okay? Okay, so that way we know that this is the smallest number. Okay, to see the biggest number, what you have to see? We know that 1, 1, 1 is big. So we go to the next number. Here the third number is 1. Here the third number is 0. And here the third number is 2. Which is big? Whether 1 is big, 0 is big or 2 is big? 2 is big. So this is your biggest number. Your biggest number is 812. Okay, your biggest number is 812. Let's move on to the third one, second one. Here again you have to check how many digits. How many digits are there in each? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All the first numbers are 3. Let's move on to the second number. Here the second number is 3. Here it is 4. Here it is 8. Here it is 1. Here it is 7. So we see that 3 is smaller than 4. 4 is smaller than 8. 4 is smaller than 8. 8 is bigger than 1. So we come back to 8. 8 and 7. Which one is big? 8 is big. So this is your biggest number here. Okay, this is your biggest number. Let's do the third one together. You have some 5 questions in that. I have solved 3 for you, 2 for you yourself to solve it. Okay, I am going to send the exercise to you, and you have to do the other 2 for me. Now let's do the last one here, underlining the biggest number. Here we have all these are 3-digit numbers, right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. First numbers are all same. Let's move on to the second number. Here it is 4, here it is 7, here it is 8, here it is 1, and here it is 2. So 4 7 8 1 0. Which one is biggest? 8 is the biggest. So this is the biggest number. Now you got to know, right? So you have to check each number to find out the bigger or the smaller number. So in this we found out, in the first example I showed you the smaller as well as the bigger. This was the smallest. Where is that? This was the smallest and this was the biggest, right? So now this is over. Third exercise, third question. In third question you have to find out the smaller number. The smaller number. Here also you have to do the same thing. What you have to do? You have to check if everything has the same number of digits. So all of these have 3 digits only. Now we see that all the first the numbers are 4. So again we have to go to the second number. Here the second number is 1, here it is 0, here it is 2, here it is 6, and here again it is 6. So 6 and 6 are bigger, but the smaller ones are 1, 0 and 2. Among 1, 0 and 2, which one is the smallest? 1 is the 0 is the smallest. So we are going to underline that. Okay, so 0 is our smallest number. 406 is our smallest number. Let's do the second question here. It is 183, 187, 181, 190 and 189. So when you check this, all the first numbers are 1 and the second numbers are 8 and 9. So 9 is bigger, so we're going to leave the 9 and we are going to see the 8 numbers only. In the 8 numbers, the first one has 3, the second one has 7, the third one has 1 and the fourth one has 9. You have to leave this alone because the second number is greater than the other numbers. So this one is the biggest number here. So don't look into that number. Look at the other 4 numbers. In the other 4 numbers you have 3, 7, 1 and 9. Among 3, 7, 1 and 9, 1 is the smallest. So you have to underline this number because this is your smallest number. This is the smallest number you have in the group. Okay, so what we learned to differentiate between 2 numbers, which is greater, which is smaller. Then we learned to underline the greater number. Now we have learned to underline the smaller number. Now with one example I am going to show you ascending and descending order. Okay, ascending and descending. So what is ascending and descending? Knowing which number is the smallest, growing from smallest to biggest is ascending, and from biggest to smallest is descending. Okay, so ascending is like this. I'll make steps and show you. Okay, like this. So you have, how many steps do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are going to fill these numbers in that. Okay, so to do that, first thing we have to see is we have to see if all the numbers are 3 digits. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? All the numbers are big, 3-digit number. Let's look at the first number. Here the first number is 4, here it is 8, here it is 7, here it is 5 and here it is 9. This is very easy sum. You know why? Because the first numbers are different. From the first number itself we can find out which is the smallest, which is the biggest. The smallest here is 4, 7, 4. So we are going to write in the first step 4, 7, 7. In the second step we are going to write 5, 8, 0. Third step we are going to write 7, 8, 3. After 5, 7 is the bigger number, right? Then 8, 7, 3. And here it is going to be 9, 8, 6. You see that? This is smaller, little bigger, little bigger, little bigger, the biggest number. Now let me show you the descending order. So for that I'll make steps this side. Okay? So after 986, a number which is little smaller to 986 is 873, right? And then 783, 580, and 4, 7, 7. So how are you going to write your ascending and descending order? Ascending order, you're going to start from here and write. Descending order from here to there. So I'll show you. 4, 7, 7, 5, 8, 0, 7, 8, 3, and 8, 7, 3, and 9, 8, 6. What is this? Smaller to bigger. This is ascending. Okay, and let us see descending. Exact opposite of that you have to write. You have to start from 9, 8, 6, 8, 7, 3, 7, 8, 3, 5, 8, 0, and 4, 7, 7. This is your descending order. Okay, so now you have learned what is ascending and what is descending, right? This is your ascending order, this is your descending order. Okay, so now the rule for knowing the greater and smaller number is, first count the number of digits. The number of digit which is, if anything has a lesser number of digits, that is the smallest number. After counting the number of digits, you have to see the first numbers. Compare the first numbers. If they are different, you can know which is big, which is small. If all are same, then you move on to the second number. If the second numbers are same, then you move on to the third number. That is how you are going to see which one is bigger and which one is smaller. Okay, so you can look at the screen. Here you can see the board, everything I have done for you. If you have any doubts, please give me a call. I will be sending you an exercise to do and send to me. So do it well. Have any doubts, please give me a call or send me a message. So until I see you again, you remain safe and remain at home. Bye.